Right, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, maybe his career has finally hit rock bottom. Pun intended. I guess I say finally. I don't hate the guy at all. I don't see any massive issue with him, generally speaking. He's pretty non-offensive. But the Smashing Machine has absolutely abysmally flopped. Really, really has flopped. Not a huge surprise. It was a pretty major gamble for A24. $50 million gamble, in fact. And then, of course, Taylor Swift, some nonsense crap Taylor Swift thing was out this weekend, which obliterated it. Now, to be really objective about this, it's also really important to note that actually The Rock responded to this in a really mature way, which I think shows a lot of growth from The Rock. Previously, I think he probably would have lashed out quite a lot. Been a bit of a ego, big-headed, blamed people, you name it, all manner of bits and pieces. Whereas here, he responded actually really, really maturely. So he just said the following: "From deep in my grateful bones, thank you to everyone who has watched The Smashing Machine. In our storytelling world, you can't control box office results, but what I realised you can control is your performance and your commitment to completely disappear and go elsewhere. And I will always run to that opportunity. It was my honour to transform in this role for my director, Benny Safdie. Thank you, brother, for believing in me. Truth is, this film has changed my life. With deep gratitude, respect, and radical empathy." Good on him. Good on him. But it has absolutely bombed. Like, drastically bombed. It'll be interesting to see whether it picks up at all from next week. I doubt it. But good on him for that response. Give him some props. Loads of people, myself included, have ragged on The Rock for, Black Adam stuff and his whole weird approach to trying to take over DC. Oh, loads of bits and pieces. But good on him. Like, that's a good response. Good response. So let's take a look, right? Also hit subscribe if you're new here. Turn those bell notifications on. I mean, you stayed for like, what, 2.5 minutes? If you're not subscribed, you might as well. 2.5 minutes in, clearly enjoying the video. But as this article notes, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's long-promised dramatic reinvention just blew up in his face, which is true. After years of trying to be taken seriously as an actor, his new A24 film, The Smashing Machine, debuted with just $6 million at the box office, which is the worst opening of his career. And that is really bad. Right? Whoa, that's bad. That is bad. So in the film's trailer, The Rock proclaims winning is the best feeling there is. I'm sure he has fond memories of the sensation, but this weekend Johnson tasted nothing but bitter defeat and box office humiliation. And it is. Which is, I guess, to me, even more impressive that he's responded in the way that he has. So, according to Variety, the R-rated sports drama cratered in third place, despite opening in over 3,300 theatres. Which is actually quite a lot. That's not a bad amount of theatres. So that is below the projections of $8 to $15 million. I mean, that's bad, isn't it? What was it? 6 million. Wow. I mean, 15 million it was expected. Wow. I mean, that's the upper end of the range, but still. Even if you just go, I guess, smack in the middle of that and say, I don't know, 12. Even just 11. I mean, that's bad, isn't it? So it marks a new low for Johnson. Even below his 2010 thriller Faster, which opened at 8.5 million adjusted for inflation. Oh, unadjusted for inflation. Jesus. So for A24, this is a disaster. The studio reportedly spent $50 million producing the movie and many millions more on promotional efforts that included major festival premieres in Venice and Toronto. With marketing and distribution costs added, The Smashing Machine will likely need at least 150 million worldwide to break even. Now, A24 films, generally, A24 films didn't make movies for any more than like 20... I think their numbers, I think they quoted something like $25 million. So 50 million is mad expensive for them. Now, I could be wrong. It may be that 50 million was the bracket, but I'm pretty certain I read somewhere that it was 25. So that's still 150 million that's a lot. So they've lost a lot of money on this. But I would say, I would imagine that Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, has some kind of financial tie to this film as well. So it's not 100% on A24. And I don't know if they had distributing partners, so that may affect it as well. They may not actually be the distributor, which would make a difference. So, a serious role and a misfire. So, Johnson stars Mark Kerr, who is a real-life UFC champion struggling with addiction and a fading career. The film co-stars Emily Blunt as Kerr's girlfriend and was directed by Benny Safdie, known for Uncut Gems and Good Time. Quite long. I like Uncut Gems. I think it's a good film. So, critics were moderately positive, and the film holds a 73% on Rotten Tomatoes, but audiences weren't impressed, giving it a B- cinema score. So, that's actually quite bad. In other words, word of mouth is that it's just shit, basically. So, Variety's box office analyst David Gross put it bluntly, Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt are strong leads who have elevated bigger pictures. It's not happening here. American wrestling is a local phenomenon that will limit it abroad, which is true. But, I mean, the Iron Claw did pretty well. I think. Pretty certain it did. It was a great film, even if it didn't do very well. Pretty certain it did, though. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty bad. It's pretty bloody bad. Audiences clearly aren't interested in seeing Dwayne abandon action-heavy blockbusters that made him famous. But, to play devil's advocate, and also just objectively true, if this is your first venture into a serious role, which it kind of is, you can't expect it to be knocked out of the park instantly. If people think that you're sort of a quintessential action star, it makes sense that it'll take a while. Now, word of mouth should have been better if he was good in it, or would have been better if he was good in it. So his turn as a serious actor may need some more time to sculpt his performance, let's say. Maybe he's just a bit of a shit actor. And it's going to take a little bit of time for him to be better as a serious actor. Who knows? But that's still worthwhile pointing out. So it's just not done very well, to be honest. As this article notes, to many it seemed that it was basically like an Oscar bait, which may be the case. Maybe, who knows? But it's bombed, and Swift film isn't even really a movie. It's basically just a music video, effectively. And that did mental numbers, tripled Johnson's numbers. No marketing, aside from her social media. Mental. So, what do you expect? I mean, this is what it is. But yeah, pretty bad for his career, obviously. But I don't think this is the end for The Rock, obviously. I think he will clearly just continue. And I will say, still good on him for that response. So, there you go. That's what's happening in the world of box office. Let me know your thoughts down below. Bye now.